Hey, Todd here. In last week's video, I was talking about the Flycam Galaxy and how I had a job coming up. TV spot I actually shot it on Saturday last week, and it worked great, and I have no problem with it at all. I've got a little thing I added to it to make it even better for me, which we'll do in another video. But I was a little concerned I was going to be overcast light like we have today, and I needed to pop a little bit of fill into their faces while we walked. So I needed a light that was mobile and something that my assistant could hold and just walk with me while I shoot from behind me and just add a little punch, a little catch light in their eyes. And I came up with something I frankly forgot I even had. I had bought this Neewer on-camera flash Octabox thing that I don't think I've ever used, but I bought it just in case to have it. And I found it while I was looking for other things. So I created this battery operated light with my Forza 60 and a monopod with this Neewer device, and it worked great. It popped just that little bit of catch light in their eyes, and it did exactly what I wanted it to do, fill in but not look overfilled, so that everything, the lighting still looked very natural and didn't look like I was overfilling or overlighting. So let's take a look at this thing. Just a quick interruption here to go over all the equipment I put together to make this little light, which again worked really good. But we'll talk about everything that we needed. So I've got the Forza 60 right here. So this is just I've had for a long time. It's just a daylight. There's no color control. It's just, you've got the power and that's it on this guy. So you need that, the Forza 60, or whatever light you have that can run off a V-mount easily. Then you need the Bowens adapter mount, because on the Forza 60, there's no mount to run an umbrella through, so you need this little mount here to run the umbrella through here to mount the head into there, and it just mounts in just super simple like this. Little bayonet mount, and then you've got that, and then you've got the umbrella mount right there for that. Then the V-mount clamp right here, and this was by ProMaster. They make this little clamp, and it's a great little small little clamp, super easy, put on a stand, that's great. Then I've got a Smallrig V-mount battery. This is a 99. I usually buy these when they're on sale on Amazon. You can find them on Amazon, they'll go on sale, and you look for the best prices and you pick up a couple of these things. I've got a few of these guys laying around, so that's good to buy them when they are on sale. I think I paid $112 for this. I'll double check that, but it was a pretty good price. But definitely look for when they go on sale and pick those things up. It doesn't have to be Smallrig, anybody's that goes on sale. Then you need the DTAP to DC female adapter cable here. So you've got that, which plugs right back into the back of the head right here. Plugs right in like that, so you can just run right off your V-mount battery. So that's good there. Then you got a monopod, the Manfrotto monopod. You can use anyone. I have a little adapter on here that gives you just a little bit more, which you can't get off right now, just a little bit more extended on here, so I was able to put the V-mount clamp right onto this. That way, if I needed to go right onto a tripod, all I needed to do was undo this, and the V-mount would stay right onto that, and I can just put that right onto a stand, so it would come easily switch to a stand if I didn't need the assistant to be holding this anymore. And then the Neewer Octa on-camera flash softbox that they've got, and it's kind of works just kind of like an umbrella, except the rod in it is much smaller, so you kind of have to pull this thing together, pop it out, and then you've got the rod right in there that this guy just slides right onto, and then you just mount it right up there. So that's how that works. And so this worked really good. Again, I forgot I even had this thing. I don't know when I bought it or why I bought it or what job I bought it for, but found it in the studio. So you can find most of this stuff in your studio. Oh, and it comes with a diffuser too for the front. I used it without the diffuser just because that Forza 60 is not the most powerful light in the world, but that worked really good. And what I would typically do on this situation was I've got these big, which I've done a video on these shiny boards before, which are just insulation boards you get at Home Depot. Typically I would use this to light somebody, but since I was walking and going through woods and the light was changing, and you just can't, the assistant can't always get a nice, hit off the sun, or just the open sky will do some fill with this guy as well. But when you're walking, it's just not an easy situation to keep it nice and even the whole time you're walking. So that was why I built this. So now let's get back to the video and you can actually see the light set up and working. So here's the setup right here. Got the Neewer softbox like this, a Forza 60 in here, a V-mount battery, a V-mount clamp right there, a D-tap to DC cord to power the light, and the Forza 60 at full power right there, and on my monopod so that you could be back. My assistant could hold it over my shoulder on the people while I was shooting, which worked perfectly. So what I was trying to achieve was just to add a little bit of catch light in their eyes and a little bit of fill to fill in any underneath the eyelids, fill in the eyes a little bit, and again to get that catch light. And for this to look like just a natural fill, I didn't want it to overfill anything just because we were walking in this park. So it kind of needed to be a natural fill to what was going on in the open shade. It's very overcast last Saturday when I shot this thing, and it worked really good for my assistant just to move with me and add that little bit of fill. And you can see here, put it in front of me a bit, and you can see that it just kicks in just a little bit amount up a little higher like this, which looks good. Take it away, and then it just adds it back in really nice. And it's just subtle. It's just subtle enough. I mean, I could use a more powerful light up here, so you have a little bit of adjustments, because this thing is at full power, and it would have been nice to kick in a little bit more, especially if you're in a situation where it gets a little bit brighter outside. You're going to need more power in there. And I think I have another head that'll work with a V-mount battery, just a single V-mount, because I didn't want to put like a 300 in there, because then you got the whole ballast system and all that. And I want this thing to be really light and really quick and mobile. And with this little zipper setup you got right in here, you could easily take the monopod off and put a stand in there, and then it would hold it too. So you could easily just go right to a stand, just unhook it here. You'd have to unhook your V-mount too, or however you want to do it. But it's simple enough to put it onto a stand rather quickly. And I'm super happy I found this situation, because it worked out great. And I've got like, I think 3 more of these things to do, of people walking and talking. And the weather's starting to get bad now up here, so it's going to be cloudy most likely, and hopefully not raining. It did rain on me on last Saturday, but we were able to work in the trees, which again, this worked out well because I needed a little bit of pop. When I was deep underneath the trees, there was even less light coming in, and this popped in really good. So you can just see what it's doing here. Yeah, it's just nice, and it feels natural. And you can warm it up. This one's just the daylight balance. You could throw a gel on there and make it a little warmer if you wanted to, or whatnot. Yeah, but that's just a little look at this mobile lighting system. And I think it could work indoors, outdoors. It could work anywhere. I appreciate you watching as always. Like, subscribe, all that business. And until next time, I'm out.